Time to take down a militia watchtower.
Can you believe it? I was at Blackgate, the Asylum, Arkham City. Never seen Batman. Not once. Lucky, I guess. My favorite riot was probably Blackgate, but this is top 3. Easy. Freaking panic attacks, freaking fear. Gas. I barely breathe the whiff. For the stuff. Something about the bat, and fast. This crazy preacher guy? When's Scarecrow's show back on? Trust me, don't hit the banks. They're spoken for. By morning, this place is gonna have more plant life than a nature reserve. And we'll be the endangered species. What did Scarecrow do? Oh, that stuff was nasty. I nearly got hit by Batman's tank earlier.
must be pretty boring waiting for your consciousness to dissolve into nothing. What say we kill us some time and some bad guys?
The militia have set up watchtowers throughout the city. I'm going to take them down.
Looks like it's all on Scarecrow now. Is there anywhere left that ain't been looted? I'm getting bored. This is more like it. Joke.
Batman just hit a serpent drone!
They were beating on him pretty bad from what I could see. Definitely ain't a good night to be a firefighter. Ain't a good night for most things. Give me half the money they spent on this army, and I'd kill the bat in 2 seconds. I guess Arkham Knight was just like all the other losers who tried to beat the bat.
This is gonna hurt, freak.
Hold it!
Remind me to hit a toy shop before we leave. Told my kid I was gonna buy him a present.
Simulation activated.
Scarecrow's gonna beat him, I know it. Anybody seen that anarchy guy? That kid'd love this. I heard Penguin's boys had the back cornered, then one of his little helpers. That freaking bat tank fires non-lethal rounds. It's like getting punched by an angry gorilla.
Serpent down!
I've got plans for this place, Bats. Big plans. Soon as Scarecrow's defeated and the victims come flooding back in, that's when the fun really starts.
Look, the Arkham Knight's just some tough guy with a bunch of soldiers for hire at his back. Two-Face, Riddler, hell, even Penguin. Now they own this town. They always will. I hope I see that Two-Face guy up close. Think you let me take a picture? Weren't we supposed to be defending that thing? Don't worry. We'll get our boys back. The cops won't know what hit them. You hear? Recon team stumbled on one of the...
Shock him! Take your best shot! Not gonna work! I thought you were meant to be good! Gonna kill you, Batman!
What happened, Batman? You used to put up a fight.
Wish my old sergeant could see me now. I'd dishonorably discharge a whole damn clip in his face.
Batman's here! Engage! Weapons over here! Dodge this, Batman! Watch out for the bat.
This has been a long time coming. I've honed my skills, sharpened my senses. Have you?
There's a killer out there, Alfred. He must pay for what he's done.
The opera music seems as though it's all part of this sick game, sir. It's a clue we ignore at our peril.
Riddler's gonna regret going after Catwoman. She's more into that whole vengeance thing than the bat. Yeah, I fought Batman once. Broke my arm in 3 places. But the way I see it, lightning ain't gonna strike the same place twice.
Serpent offline!
The Arkham Knight took off. Just another cocky pretender. There's a friggin' army out there, and they ain't killed him yet. I liked Batman's old car. You know, it had a kind of retro...
Cash, I've taken down the militia's aerial drones on Miyagani Island. You can resume helicopter patrols.
On it, Batman. you don't scare me. This is our city. We get to terrorize it. No one else. So who's controlling the militia now that the night's gone?
So Harley went after the bat? Oh, good for her.
A challenge in the Cauldron train yard. Fine, Nigma. I'll play your games and I'll win. Selena's life depends on it.
What's with all the rain? Suddenly Penguin don't look so stupid with that umbrella. Scarecrow pulling this on Halloween. Guess he's got a sense of humor after all. That needs to die already. I can't believe no one's taken him out yet. You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm getting kind of tired of all this rioting. Look out! It's Batman! Who chooses to dress like a bat unless you got a few screws loose?
Ah, Detective, you arrived! I thought Catwoman's little predicament might encourage your participation. I realized, you see, that the kind of image-obsessed narcissist who places bat symbols on his hubcaps would never willingly submit himself to the kind of humiliation I have in store. Yet, here you are, Detective. The humiliation is waiting below. Well then, Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivities. Rule the first. You will address me at all times as Riddler, the Riddler, or Mr. Nigma. What? How did you solve tonight's very first riddle? Well done. Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires. Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going vroom, vroom really fast. Detective. Tick-tock. Can that ramshackle motor handle this? Turn around, you dark knucklehead. Come now, detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. A quite stunning failure. Not fast enough, detective. Any idiot could do this if he had all day. Any idiot could do this if he had all day. Katana-sharp mental acuity, near instant reaction time, all marks of a true genius, Batman. Faster, Batman, faster! Tortoise and hare-based allegorical narratives hold no truth here. Faster, Dark Knight, faster! Can those flickering, faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course?
I'm disabling the afterburner's failsafe. I need the extra speed.
I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes? Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Once more onto the track, Dark Knight. Once more! Now pay attention, detective. Go left. Oh, detective, what's that I hear? Is it time's winged chariot hurrying near? You're close, detective. Don't fumble now. Don't fumble now. Hurry up, detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Oh dear, you seem to have failed. Is the vehicle to blame or the driver? Probably both. By all means, fail as much as you like. Aren't things clearer now that that insane clown has been disposed of? Now you know who your real nemesis is. Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Oh no, you've lost. What's wrong? Can't cope when I set a time limit? Can't cope.
Time limit?
If you can't understand the intellectual virtues of completing this trial, Batman, I'm not going to explain them to you. Detective, time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. You appear to have been utterly crushed by my superiority. Try again, Detective. I have all night. Try again. Come on, Detective. Back to the start of the course. Back to the start of the course. Would you like another attempt at that lap? Relax, Dark Knight. The ordeal is over. Such a pity the laws of physics prohibit me from testing my non-Euclidean designs. Now then, Detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others? They contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull all over the orphanage walls. Your job, Detective, is simple. Figure out which cabinet Catwoman must open.
Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say.
I am your better Batman, and I think I've more than proved the point. Relax, Dark Knight. The ordeal is over. Such a pity the laws of physics prohibit me from testing my non-Euclidean designs. Now then, Detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull all over the orphanage walls. Your job, detective, is simple. Figure out which cabinet Catwoman must open. And don't get it wrong.
So most of them will kill me.
Do you think he's smart enough, Cat? Now you're merely stuck. But when that collar detonates, you'll be stumped.
Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say. One down.
Well done to the pair of you. That's the first key collected. Don't expect to be sinking your claws into too many more. More. Did you really believe that a challenge designed by me, the Riddler, would be quite so easy? Oh, Dark Knight, you sweet, naive sentinel, of course it wouldn't. But now I have several hundred terabytes of performance data relating to the latest model of rocket-powered hearse you're driving. With that in mind, I have prepared for you something a little less knuckle-whitening and rather more brow-furrowing in Chinatown. Hurry on over, detective, or it won't be curiosity that kills the cat.